I'm Haley Mackey, and today I will be informing you guys of the effects of the gluten-free diet on children with autism. While there is no cure for autism, there are treatment and therapy options that have been instituted along with the use of medication. One approach is still under scrutiny by many researchers, and that is the gluten-free diet. This speech of the effects of the gluten-free diet points out the potential harmful effects of adopting the diet, the nutritional impact on children, and the different conclusions that were discovered after research was conducted. I have done extensive research on this topic and even conducted an observational study of my own. I hope for my audience to learn of a potential alternative and holistic treatment for autism. Now, a lot of you may be wondering what the gluten-free diet is and how it correlates to children with autism. The gluten-free diet can be described as a diet that excludes wheat, rye, and barley. The gluten-free diet also correlates to children with autism because it is said to ease up some of the symptoms. So you're probably wondering why the gluten-free diet and not actual medication or a more serious form of treatment. The gluten-free diet benefits children with autism because of something called the opioid excess theory. The opioid excess theory proposes that gluten has a negative neurological impact on children. Basically, the gluten is absorbed into the intestines and travels via the nervous system and enters a part of the brain that controls several emotions and behaviors. I will make a disclaimer that this theory is still being debated by many researchers. According to a 2013 article by Ji Hang, the existing study of the gluten-free diet interventions are aimed at preventing gluten from entering the bloodstream and thereby, theoretically, reducing and eliminating the symptoms of autism. This relates back to the opioid excess theory. Now that we understand what the gluten-free diet is and how it affects children with autism, understanding the risks associated with the diet is the next step. The question of, is this diet worth the hassle, typically arises. The adoption of any diet can pose harmful effects, but the adoption of the gluten-free diet has moderate risk. The potential harmful effects were split into two categories. One, the nutritional adequacy, and two, physical development. As mentioned in the 2013 article by Hang, implementing this diet results in a higher cost of food, extra time will be needed to purchase and prepare the food, a greater risk of nutrient deficiencies will be present, and there could possibly be a need for nutritional supplements. Now that we understand what the gluten-free diet is and the effects that it may have and the risks associated, many researchers have attempted to answer the question of, should this diet be instituted as treatment? For the most part, majority of the published and peer-reviewed articles have the same conclusion. There's just not enough scientific evidence. An article published in 2013 titled The Relationship of Autism with Gluten by Timothy Bew stated that there is only minimal research pursuing a link between celiac disease and autism. With that being said, we examined the effects of the gluten-free diet on children with autism, we learned the potential harmful risk, we understand the nutritional impact on children, and the different conclusions that were discovered after research was conducted. However, I conducted an observational study of my own. I observed two children with autism, one that was placed on the diet and one that has never been on the gluten-free diet before. My scientific findings contradicted what experts say, and I was able to draw conclusions that the diet was indeed was a positive impact on children. According to the Fundamental Foods and Health Disease article written in 2014 by Andreas Reisman, the gluten-free diet in the treatment of autism is very sparse and cannot even be judged as promising. This quote is contradicting to my findings. But just because one child reacts well to the diet does not mean it needs to be instituted as treatment. It can definitely serve as an alternative to medication or therapy, though. It is proved that the diet eases symptoms, but as stated previously, there is just not enough scientific evidence to back this up to be instituted as treatment.